Yo. Bro, come on. What's going on? You don't have chat popped out. What's going on? What's up, Ice Bro? What's up, your boy Oven? How you all doing? I was playing Ogre Oustin, so I've got to get back to the forest really quick. We'll begin with our reset shortly. Is there like a fly point in the forest? I haven't found one. That was a Pokeball. Right. Did you guys see that? Growlithe was like wiggling. Alright, whatever. Here we go. First reset of the day. Alright, let me pop out the chat so I can see it better. Pop out the chat. We'll swap this. There we go. Alright. Let me post in my Discord and tweet there. Publish. Alright. Oh, timer. Oh my lord, live split. Nar. I gotta get to it. Good call. Oh my lord, I can't believe I forgot about the timer. I can't believe I forgot about the timer. Come on, open live split. It splits. We're at 12 hours. Alexa, stop. 39 minutes. 24 and 0. Start. There we go. All right, not a run. All right, and that was 274. All right, hold on. We are. All right, we got it going, and it's French press time. Squeezed. My coffee is ready. All right, what's going on? You just gave up at 180 resets, took 10 attack, 0 speed. I am weak. Fair enough. That's valid. Yeah, totally valid. Thank you, Shimo. You had 4 attack, 0 you had 4 attack. No, I had 4 attack. I had 8 minimum speed Ursalunas, and the lowest attack IV I've had was 4. What's the best item for Blood Moon? Depends on the format you're playing. In OU, if it lasts, it's probably just lefties. In VGC, I mean, if you're pairing with Cresselia, it doesn't really need leftovers. It might be a damage boosting item that isn't specs. Perhaps something along the lines of like one of the items that boosts special attacks by, what is it, Wise Glasses is 1.2. Probably those. 1 through 5 is not fine. There are various circumstances where up to a 5 IV can even change the damage calc a little bit by like a few points. 0 to 1 is all I'm looking for. Throat spray with hyper voice. That's a good option as well. If it lasts, do you think Blood Moon will get banned from OU? Well, Blood Moon's on the radar right now. That's why I said if it lasts. I've come across 8 0-speed Blood Moons, Bashir. I've seen 8 0-speeds. Yeah. Life Orb could be good. But Throat Spray Hyper Voice seems good. It also, once you get the Throat Spray off, you're no longer weak to knockoff, which came back a decent amount, right? You got a 4 attack, 0 speed. I saw that. I'd bucket, but you're a perfectionist when it comes to competitive mon. I am a You just see a Assault Vest? Yeah, Assault Vest actually also seems good. Its Spadef is like mediocre, but not like not pathetic, you know? Like it's not so bad it's unusable with a boost like AV. You feel like it's got to be about the principle at this point? Well, I'm a perfectionist, and like I know when I make the video about getting this, I'm gonna get tons of comments about how like, oh, you could have just accepted this, you could have just accepted that, and I'm like, yeah, but like even to get a 4 attack IV, it literally took me 11 hours, so yikers. It's 1 in 1280. Yeah, Nicholas. Yo, how's the grind going? Been wondering, when 2 Pokemon have the same PID Emerald, are they clones even if they're different species? No. It depends on who you ask about the cloning thing. Usually people just refer to them as PID clones, is usually what people refer to them as, but they're not a clone. I would say they're not clones, but PID clone is fine. Yeah, so for me, a clone is literally only if the Pokemon is exactly if they're exactly the same. So like let's say you catch a I'm trying to think of a Pokemon. Let's say you catch a Zigzagoon on route 101, and then you hit the same Zigzagoon on route 103, right? Those Zigzagoons in my mind are not clones because they have probably different met levels and different met location. Now, if the 2 Pokemon have the same met level but a different met location, they become clones of each other. They will become clones of each other when you transfer them up, but that's it. Think about it, they basically make you shiny hunt in order to get an optimal bear. Yeah, they are, Yoshi. Literally, this is a shiny hunt. How do you know to restart at the start of the battle without seeing the stats? Yeah, my Azumarill's 1 speed faster than the slowest Ursaluna. I'll tell you what, I am grateful they made this a hardy only nature so it is easier to reset, because otherwise you'd have to catch it every time, which with a Kyogre you can do in 1 turn, but still. No, there's no shiny. It's shiny locked. Whoa, we have a run already? Dude, 3rd reset of the day is a run? Are you serious? Let's go. Oh, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. The run? All right, how many of you guys are believers? That's got really good defense. Holy shamoly. If I had to guess, that's perfect defense and perfect HP. I've never seen it take that little. I'm very shocked we got to run so early. It's crazy, dog. Bless up, indeed. Yeah, that's the same Zonazan as Gigaton Hammer works with Instruct. But if you encore it, it's encored into Struggle. This is the first run of yours I've seen in a few hours of watching various streams. Yeah, Kazenhu. It's freaking... I've got 8 total in 12 hours and 45 minutes. That's not even... That's just like this. It's nothing. No, that's perfect attack. Oh, I know perfect attack when I see it. Can you use Ditto? No, because when you look at Ditto summary in the screen, it doesn't show it as transformed. That wasn't min speed. 78. No, 78 is min speed. 77 and 78 are 0 and 1. Those are both min speed at level 50. My Azumarill is 79. Yeah, I'm looking for a 103 attack stat, I believe. I'll double check that. How long are resets? Like 2.5 minutes. Level 70. Yeah, it's 103 is the attack stat I'm looking for. Yeah, at level 50, 0 and 1 are the same speed stat, but at level 70 they're not. So at level 70, which Blood Moon Ursaluna is, its speed stat can be 77 for 0 or 78 for 1. My Azumarill is 79 speed, so it will outspeed both of those and can speed tie with 3 IV. Just got DS Lite, hoping to learn more about RNG manipulation transferring stuff. Do you have a guide or something that put me in the right direction? Yeah, Exile, there's tons of guides on my YouTube channel. If you go to my main YouTube page, there is, hold on, there it is. I lost my cursor. There's a section that says RNG tutorials or RNG guides, and it's got a playlist for every single gen. It's got a playlist for every single gen for how to RNG manip in that game. So you can go there. How good is the Ursaluna Blood Moon? I don't know how good it is in VGC. I haven't been following that because most of the battle content creators I watch are singles. I know it's very good in 6v6 singles. I imagine it's going to be good in VGC. There's a Pokemon that can function in and out of Trick Room. That's going to be valuable. I guess you're catching it to make a little bit more exciting because you could get the attack value instantly with Strength Sap. It's not instantly, right? Getting the Strength Sap. The Strength Sap check takes an additional turn. So I'm wasting 1 extra turn every time I have a run. So it's not as if the Strength Sap strategy is much faster. You've seen CM and AB. You know, I didn't think CM would be an angle for it in VGC. CM is very popular in singles. CM3 attack. Mine's Eye's an insane ability. It's not that insane. It's like a pretty normal ability. It's just good on Ursaluna, I guess, is maybe what you mean. I don't think ignoring evasion is that big of a deal. Even in VGC. Scrappy's really the important thing. And it's not really 2 abilities in 1. It's not even that 2 abilities in 1, because it's actually missing the no intimidate effect of Scrappy. Not that that matters, but it can be intimidated. Actually, doesn't Keen Eye also prevent intimidation? Or am I thinking of something else? No, I'm thinking of something else. Oh, okay. I was thinking of what Keen Eye used to be. And Keen Eye used to not ignore the enemy opponent's evasion. Keen Eye only used to ignore your own accuracy drops. Now it also ignores evasion. Hold on, I have to plug in my Switch thing to charge it. You've seen it on Veil teams? That makes sense. I forgot, you know, Veil was already pretty good in Regulation D, if you ask me. I think Abomasnow is not a bad Pokemon at all. And now with Alola and Ninetales out there, I think Veil's gonna be even better and more viable. Like, I totally forgot about Veil. Why are you going 0 attack, 0 speed? Hey man, listen, why do you ask the question 600 times? It's a chat. I just didn't get to your question yet, dude. 0 speed is for Trick Room, 0 attack is to minimize damage from foul play and confusion. That's it. It's very simple. You don't gotta spam, man. Come on. We're just trying to chill. If I'm answering other questions, I'm answering other questions. What's up, shiny Pokemon? By the way, guys, we got 150 viewers, which is pretty sick, but we only have 48 likes. If you guys are having a good time, please hit the like button. We got to get up to 100 likes at least. If we can't get up to 100 likes, Blissy's sad. Also, my membership count is mega wrong. I think I'm at 151, like the original. 150 or more to see. To be a Pokemon master is my destiny. Yeah. Are you just going for 0 speed because you like Trick Room teams or just want the option? It's because I like Trick Room teams. Hard Trick Room is always my favorite option in Hard Trick Room is always my favorite option in singles and in VGC. It's obviously actually a good strategy. You know, I find purely hard Trick Room isn't necessarily a good strategy in VGC. It's more like, well, hard Trick Room is good. It's just linear, but you usually either want outs or you want like Trick Room to be used as your speed control, basically. Like, you almost have to think of Trick Room as like a different version of Tailwind in VGC rather than like the way it is in singles, because you have to behave very differently, and like you have to basically think of it, because like that's why you'll have a lot of people running insanely weird speed tiers. Like maybe you'll run a slow Pokemon with 0 speed investment, but you'll run it with 31 speed, so out of Trick Room it outspeeds specific stuff like that. Yeah, I saw Anubis tweet about that. But then them putting a cutscene in front of Blood Moon is diabolical. It does seem very sinister. It does seem like, bruh, like, why you do this? There's no way the devs did not foresee this becoming a problem. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't just make it like Ursaluna appears and then you can just press A on it. You think the higher ups might be out of touch with what people actually want? I actually suspect Game Freak doesn't. I don't know anymore. These poor people at Game Freak have no time to make anything, so who even knows what, who knows what they're doing, how much play testing is even happening, like, you know what I mean? Well, competitive Pokemon's history is interesting because competitive Pokemon's history was never as anything other than an advertisement, right? You can actually, first of all, I'll thank Plague Von Karma for this info. If you like Gen 1, not that she only does Gen 1, but if you like Gen 1, she does a lot of very good Gen 1 videos, and I was talking to her about this because someone was explaining that they think it's silly that people don't play the official competitive formats for the older gens very much. Like in Gen 1, all around the world except Japan, the most popular format is Smogon Singles for Gen 1, right? Not the official format for Gen 1. And the person I was talking to was like, you know, that's just out of ignorance, they don't know about the format. And I'm like, no, they knew about the format in the 90s. Even Americans knew about the format in the 90s. And they were like, well, why wouldn't they want to play the official format? And I'm like, well, it's not, what do you mean by official? Because like Nintendo Cup, as the name implies, was not designed by Game Freak, right? Nintendo made it. Nintendo asked near the end of development for Game Freak to put in a PvP multiplayer mode because it didn't exist in the game. The only link cable functionality was trading. There was no PvP battles at all, and Nintendo requested Game Freak put that into the game. That's probably why there's so many desyncs. They didn't have a lot of time to test it. And the reason Nintendo asked them to put PvP in is because Nintendo wanted to run a tournament for marketing purposes. So the Bring 6 Pick 3 format, was made up by Nintendo, not the developers of the game. There was like no, like who was the one who, like, how can you even call it official if the people, like, what it, and I mean, I guess if you say how can you call it official, how can you not, like, what does official mean at that point? Do you know what I mean? Like, even in when the doubles tournament started, Game Freak wasn't the ones making the balance decisions back then. Like, they were just doing stuff. You know what I mean? The Z Kid. 1v1 is too slow. I believe the first 2v2 versus 1v1 doesn't matter. The Z Kid, you're not understanding what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Smogon Singles versus VGC. I'm talking about official formats versus unofficial formats, right? The first official format was a singles metagame because they didn't have doubles until Gen 3. And the first official singles tournaments were battle spot singles, right? They were basically very similar to battle spot singles in any case, right? Bring 6 Pokemon, pick 3 for the battle. Wasn't Journey Across America the first 2v2 tournament? There was plenty of Japanese tournaments in Gen 3. There was non-Ubers Gen 3 tournaments. There was also official, I don't know what the first 2v2 tournament was in America. It might have been Journey Across America. There were official tournaments. There were official tournaments for excuse me. There were official tournaments for singles in Gen 3 actually. Before Journey Across America. I don't know if Journey Across America was the first American one. I suspect it wasn't, but it's very hard to find any info about events back then. There was an Emerald tournament. I don't know if that was doubles or singles. I can't remember. Nintendo partially owns it. To me, Nintendo owning the rights doesn't really matter. They're not the developer. You know? Like, I'm talking, I mean, nowadays it's very obvious that Game Freak has some semblance of a balance department where they take into competitive, like where they take competitive advice. You know what I mean? Like, I have no doubt that they have that today. But what I'm talking about, I think Gen 1 through 3, they probably really didn't do much for the competitive, like, especially Gen 1. I think they had literally no input, basically. Hey, what's up, Laura? How are you today? What's up, Walking with Dinos? How are you? I checked the speed by using Azumeryl's speed. You hope I get this under odds? Thank you very much, Alan. I would like it to be under odds, but who knows? I know what you mean, otherwise why would they give knockoffs to Tyranitar? They've clearly had some kind of balance department since, I want to say, VGC started getting serious in, like, really serious in Gen 6, but I would be surprised if there wasn't a balance department as early as Gen 5 / mid Gen 4. I personally suspect Gen 4 there was very little balance going on. Personally, but are you? I'm good, thank you. All right. We've had 9 0 speed encounters so far. Wheezy. I actually keep it on the screen for that purpose. Gen 4 only because of Battle Revolution. They didn't make PBR. Game Freak did not develop Pokemon Battle Revolution. They introduced Team Preview was to... Nope. Team Preview was not to nerf Zoroark. Do you know how I know this? Because Team Preview was run in every single generation for the competitive format except for Gen 4. Team Preview was used in Gen 1, 2, and 3. They didn't run it in Gen 4, and in fact it's very strange that they didn't run it in Gen 4 because Pokemon Battle Revolution has Team Preview. They just, the format, when a format is bring 6 Pokemon, pick X, having no Team Preview is like very shit. It's like very shit. Wasn't PBR made by Genius Sonority? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, they modded PBR to not have Team Preview for the official competitive format. It's very weird. Because PBR has Team Preview built in, and I don't think you can turn it off. No, one of the reasons, no, I think Game Freak they didn't care about competitive play. I could probably open Poke Emerald and code Team Preview into that shit right now myself. It cannot be that hard. But I think it's because Game Freak wasn't even aware of for sure what the competitive formats were going to do because they weren't the one designing them. So they weren't probably getting any info about what the competitive format was going to be. I think that's even happening to this day. There is no locked battle boxes in this game. Oh, we have a run. We have a run. Complaining is going to stop. No more complaining. We have a run. Poll time. The run. No, it did not have the forms for Platinum Bodva. That is a very that's like a common misconception. There's literally no evidence that it had the forms. Runner speed tie. We don't technically know it's a speed tie until we catch it. VR came out before. Yes, but the one they used in 2009 had a modded version of the game for the Platinum Trainer sprite. It's very strange. But it doesn't have the Platinum forms. So many resets, yes sir. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's a guaranteed capture. That's perfect attack. One 24 is now my least favorite number. Valid. Yeah, it's shiny locked. You finally gotten a hold of the Pokeballs first to involve Torb without a raid. It's only possible to get them. What's the purpose of shiny locking anymore? I don't know. They've never really commented on what's up with shiny locking. Like they've never really commented on it, you know? Like I've heard maybe someone say it makes the encounters feel like less special or something. I don't know. AZ Float will ever be released? No, I don't think so. Does AZ Float even exist in Home? I don't think that shit even exists in Pokemon Home. If it's not in Home, it doesn't exist. I really was shiny lock. I mean, I don't care that much about shiny locks. It doesn't really matter to me. It is coded into Home. I'm getting conflicting info here. I think you're not right. Right, it's Eternal Flower Float. It exists in Ultra Sun and Moon, so it can probably go through Bank. Okay, Eternal Flower doesn't have a sprite in Home. It doesn't mean it doesn't have data though. Yeah, it's pure copium if you think AZ's Float is going to come out. I honestly think the only chance for I think the only chance for Eternal Flow at this point is for a freaking X and Y remake. It never existed technically. Yeah, existed. Hey, what's up, Richigo? How you doing? Which ogre pond do you think is the coolest? I don't know. I haven't really seen all the masks too much. Not the rock one. That one's gooby. Yeah, I'm at Ursaluna after 4 hours of 5 attacks your speed. I'm so glad to compare it to you. Yeah, 5. I got a 4 attack one before, but I got a 4 attack one, but 4 attack does change certain IV calcs depending on EV spreads and abilities and such. So I want a 0, 1. I want a 0 or 1 attack 1 to make sure the calc never changes, so I don't have to consider anything like that. Yo, 11 months. Ashen, thank you very much. Everybody pog Ashen for being a channel member for 11 months. Holy shamoly. I've been hunting for 13 hours. Can you explain in more details why 0 attack matters? The damaging move Foul Play is a dark type move that the opponent can use on you. That move does damage based on your Pokemon's attack stat, not their attack stat. So having lower attack when you don't need to use any physical attacks, as this Ursaluna is a pure special attacker, means that you'll take less damage from that move. In addition, you take less damage from confusion, like when you hit yourself in confusion. You're still working on this? I've been putting it off because I don't want to SR. Yeah, it sucks. It's gonna take a long ass time. Hey, by the way, guys, we have 200 viewers, but we don't even have 100 likes. You guys are having a good time watching me suffer for this Blood Moon Ursaluna. If you liked the thumbnail where Ursaluna Blood Mooned the timer, please hit the like button and help me out. I appreciate it. And if you don't like the stream, what are you doing here? Do something you enjoy with your life. You don't gotta waste your time hating. Ursaluna blood mooned by marriage. Zygarde gains 10% complete forms, and I really like the Zygarde forms in Gen 7 though. I'm just listening to Glitch X City's lo-fi 24/7 stream. Is what I'm listening to. You can just find it on her channel. Here, I'll show it off in the thingy. This is what I'm listening to. They were entirely tacked on. I don't think it matters that it's tacked on. I just like them. I just enjoy the new forms. Not subscribe to Glitchy. I don't subscribe to almost anybody on this YouTube channel. This isn't my YouTube channel I use casually. I'm subscribed to basically just my friends and a few Pokemon content creators who I follow for battles. That's it. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to 20 people. Sword and Shield are still the worst in the series to me. They're definitely not. I think Alola is just so much worse. It's so bad. You ever upload to the wrong account on accident? No. I don't usually use... Usually, if I'm watching YouTube casually, it's on my phone or on my TV, which I never upload from, right? I upload only from my desktop. But if I'm gonna casually watch something, it's not gonna be where I sit and work all day, you know? I don't care how unique Alola felt. Playing the game sucks ass. Playing Sun and Moon is so horribly unfun. It doesn't matter if the aesthetics and stuff is good. The game literally never lets you breathe for 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. I just want to chill out and explore some shit. So does Sword and Shield? No, Sword and Shield does not do that to you. Nowhere near as much. You can play through the entirety of several different Sword and Shield routes and not be in a cutscene. It's insane. Compared to Gen 7. Glissopods in Gen 8. What are you talking about? I caught a full odds shiny Wimpod in Sword and Shield immediately after I beat the game. I was walking around the wild area to find the daycare and I bumped into one and it was shiny. I named it Special Sun. You can still do that in Gen 7? You cannot. I think the only route in Gen... Even in the final freaking route of the game in Gen 7, they don't leave you alone. The only one that leaves you alone in Gen 7 is the Ultra Sun and Moon Victory Road. Because even in the what's it called? I don't remember the name of the area. The Vast Pony Canyon, you get stopped by Lily constantly. You don't like DP? Nobody likes Diamond and Pearl. Nobody likes Diamond and Pearl. If you ever even try to talk about the flaws or issues you have with Diamond and Pearl, people will just tell you, just play Platinum. It's like, okay. Like, okay, well, you know, there is thing, because Platinum does not fix all the issues that Diamond and Pearl have, so just saying. Platinum's improvements are almost exclusively plot-based and post-game based. I think the main big improvement Platinum makes in terms of the single player experience in Platinum, the biggest change they made is they made Fantine the actually the third gym leader. And that really helps the pacing of that game because you don't go to like 3 towns in a row without just jerking it doing nothing. So that does help the pacing of the game a decent amount. It's not about the dialogue being bad. It's about them like always stopping you and it being too like, it's not about the quality of the dialogue. It's about the quantity of the dialogue and the quantity of the stops. Sword and Shield leaves you alone more. Luckily, there's not that much surfing in Diamond and Pearl. When do you have to surf in Diamond and Pearl? You have to surf. There's basically like one surfing route in the whole game that's pretty bad, right? It's the one after Sunny Shore to Victory Road. That's the most surfing you're gonna have to do, right? Yeah, but surfing to get to the 6th gym is not a big deal. How many points would you give Sun and Moon out of 10 if you could skip more cutscenes? It's still low. I don't like the route design in Sun and Moon. There's no exploration in Sun and Moon, like almost at all, basically. All of the routes are just straight lines. So it's like there's a few areas of that game that can be fun, but everything else is like very shit. Do you think Coliseum XD should be considered a main series game? No, of course not. Not only are those games completely awful and miserable, they miss entirely what makes Pokemon games enjoyable. You didn't enjoy Coliseum? No! Dude, anyone who enjoys Coliseum literally hasn't played it since they were 8. That's my... Highly disagree, but each their own. I literally cannot understand someone who likes Pokemon Coliseum. It literally doesn't comprehend in my brain. You and I, if you like Coliseum, we can't be friends. That's how much I don't like. We're too different as human beings. Like if you're an adult, like if you're my age, like, you know, 30, or like you're 25 to 30, you play through all the way through Coliseum and you go, yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. I actually cannot understand you. Like we can't be friends because our lives are just too different. It's got a cool speed run. Okay, all the speedrunners say that to me, but I don't trust those motherfuckers. They all tell me it's a good speed run. They all tell me it's a good speed run, but at the same time, like the last thing I want to do when I play Coliseum is play that game again. So I cannot comprehend it. What made you not enjoy it? Dude, everything is bad in Coliseum. The music is not great. Coliseum's music is not. Coliseum is like maybe 2 good songs. Okay. Man, I don't even want to complain. I don't even want to sit here complaining. The music is not good. The Coliseum soundtrack is literally one of the worst Pokemon soundtracks. Every single Pokemon game has a complete, like literally I think every Pokemon game has a soundtrack that is like an 8 out of 10 minimum. They're all amazing, right? Legit, they're all like 8 out of 10. It's insane. And Coliseum's is like a 4 out of 10. It has like 2 good songs in the whole game. I don't know the attack stat. I only know the speed stat. But if the speed stat isn't good, then I can't use it. Yeah. Coliseum misses everything that I enjoy about a Pokemon game. It doesn't have any exploration. It is just an endless battle hallway for 30 hours where you have the same team every time because you only encounter like 4 Pokemon at a time in the exact same order every single time. It's insane. And your Pokemon cannot level up for a very long time. So some of the shadow Pokemon are going to be very weak by the time you have to fight the first guy and you're able to purify. It's crazy. And everything is so slow paced. It's not just, people complain about, oh, we have a run. We have a run. All right, we have a run. Whole time. Coliseum is nothing like a JRPG. You should play a good JRPG. What the fuck are you talking about? I love JRPGs. Coliseum is nothing like a JRPG. Go play Star Ocean. Those games fucking rip. PBR is just boring. It's like Stadium if there's no mini games. Nope, max speed or max attack. You're just using Premier Ball's lame. Can I ask you a question, AN? What is wrong with you? Like, what's your problem? It's so funny. You come into the stream, you see it like a decision I make, and you go, "Wow, you're using Premier Balls? Lame." What? It's just so cringe. It's so insanely cringe. It's almost like people can like different things. Using a Pokeball or a Quickball is lame. No, I use Quickballs for everything. The only reason I'm not using a Quickball for this is because I don't have to catch it. Or a Master Ball, honestly. I use, literally, I've caught almost every single Pokemon in the Kitakami decks in a Premier Ball. I never Pokeball match, so I don't ever care what's in a Pokeball. I have Pokeball matched for like a very few times, basically. Like, I'm not really matching here. I just like the way Premier Ball looks generally. But like the only times I have Pokeball matched was for Feraligatr in a the Coliseum Feraligatr I caught in a dive, or not Feraligatr, it's a Croconaw. I caught that in a dive ball because that's the, oh, it's 11 now, by the way, right? I caught that in a dive ball because it's just like unique to be able to catch a Johto starter outside of a Pokeball. Then I caught Suicune in a lure ball in Heart Gold, and I caught Zapdos in a fastball, and those are probably the only times I've ever matched a Pokeball to a Pokemon. Why are you so against people who enjoy it? Because I think the people who are playing Coliseum, I think a majority of people who play Coliseum literally, or who say they like Coliseum, have not played it. Like anytime you talk to one of these fucking Coliseum enjoying motherfuckers on Twitter, they'll be like, yeah, I haven't played the game since I was 12. That's been my experience every single time when I talk to these people. And so it's like, okay, you don't even like the game. Why are you talking about it? Like, I'm actually looking at it through a critical lens, not saying this was a game I enjoyed when I was a child, because I can do that. I have very fond memories of enjoying the game Blasto with my cousin on the PlayStation 1 as a child. Blasto sucks ass. It's not funny. The game isn't fun to play, but when I boot it up, I still get like a huge hit of dopamine and nostalgia thinking about the times I played it when I was with him when I was a kid. Blasto does not have anything close to charm. It's very bad. I mean, games can be game enjoying versus game. People can enjoy their. I didn't say you can't enjoy Pokemon Coliseum. What? I said if you enjoy Pokemon Coliseum, we can't be friends because I cannot understand you as a person. There's a difference. I didn't say you can't enjoy it. I just said I can't understand you as a human being. Our lives are too far. Also, that's a joke. It's just a joke about how much I don't like Coliseum. No, because the battle mode in Coliseum is team preview, which I don't like. And the battle mode, oh, dude, fuck, and the battle mode in Coliseum always shows your HP value at all times. Do you like XD better? Saying I like it better is... I just dislike it less. Gale of Darkness is a much more playable game, but it's also a much like less interesting game, I guess. I don't know. I don't enjoy it. I wouldn't play through it again for fun, but it doesn't make me nearly as miserable to play through. Coliseum is the really big offender here. It's a bit harsh to sound like a joke. I don't care. It's a joke. I explained that it's a joke. I don't like it. What's the problem? I didn't insult you. I said we can't be friends if you like that game. I don't know. I'm pretty sensitive, and I try to be sensitive to people's feelings about that stuff, but if that's upsetting you, I don't know. We also couldn't be friends. You gonna play Detective Pikachu? No. I've never played Pokemon Dash. I don't play too many Pokemon spin-offs. I have played Pokemon TCG on the Game Boy. I've played Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy. I've played Pokemon Puzzle League and Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. If my wife likes Coliseum, she doesn't. Pokemon Legends is worse than Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I've never played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but I just refuse to accept that that's true. Hey, what's up, Bugsy? Pokemon Snap is fun. I beat Pokemon Snap and got Mew for the first time ever a few months ago. I beat Pokemon Snap in like 2.5 hours, like getting Mew. It's very short, but it's very fun. New Pokemon Snap is also pretty fun. It's a little bit too anime cringe for me, and there's too much story, but it is a fun game. I've never played Ranger. I played the first Ranger enough to get a Manaphy egg, and that's it. No, because dude, people like Peckingbird here are like extremely tilting to me, because it's like you don't have like it's like media literacy. Like, you literally couldn't understand the words that I said. The person AN insulted me directly because I used a Premier Ball. Okay? I was just saying with a joke that I cannot understand how people like Coliseum. Right? I didn't say you're cringe loser if you like Coliseum. I said I cannot understand you. Like, I don't understand. Like, how it's just not hard to comprehend. Cringe loser. Gen 1 has aged terribly? Incorrect. Gen 1 has aged better than a lot of them, I think. You play VGC? Yeah. It's not even RBYOU, although it is fun. It's like, I literally think the single player game in Gen 1 is pretty much fine. Honestly, the only issue with Gen 1 is I've like played it too much, almost. Like, Gen 1 is a game that's it doesn't have a ton to do in it other than catch Pokemon and battle the in-game trainers. After you do that, you pretty much have to go to Stadium for a post game. But I've played through the Gen 1 campaign so many times that it's like I've done too much. Like, there's not too much new to do. And it's not even just that I played Red and Blue too much. Like, I've also played Fire and Leaf Green enough times. The Gen 1 map is too big. Interesting. Do I think that? Gen 1's definitely a slower paced angle. Yeah, but it's just if you enjoy something about Coliseum, we can't be friends. Like, I don't think Gen 1 is like a goated #1 super great amazing experience. I just think it's pretty good and it's aged well. Like, if you like the normal Pokemon RPG experience, it'd be very surprising to me if you can't enjoy Gen 1. It's Gen 3, right? I do really like Gen 3. The PC management's very bad in Gen 1. That's got to be one of the most stated things about that game. That's definitely one of the worst. That's actually like almost an objective flaw. It's very frustrating to deal with it. PC management is bad. I actually agree with that. There's a lot of bad parts of it. Can you just manage your boxes from Stadium? That might be the play, right? To literally just save the game, turn it off, go to Stadium, and just organize it there. That's gotta be the best way to do it, right? Yeah, that's my thought. I agree. When I play through the Gen 1 story, I don't usually catch a lot of guys, is the main thing. Well, you can reorder moves in Gen 1. Yeah, you can reorder moves in Gen 1 and 2. You just do it mid-battle, not on the summary screen. It's not just that you can do it mid-battle, you have to do it mid-battle. What's the best part of Coliseum? Man. I can do this. I can think of something positive to say. No, I'm gonna say a real positive thing. It's not Mirabee or Mirabee's song, by the way. They're barely, it's like not even, I don't even think it's a very good song. Okay, if I had to be real, I genuinely think the aesthetics are pretty good in Coliseum. Like, each city is very distinctive and well designed aesthetically. Like, that's one of the game's best aspects, because it tricked a lot of kids into thinking that they like it. So like, I do like a lot of the cities. Like, they're all very cool looking and they're all very aesthetically, like, one of the biggest problems of the game is there's not routes to connect the cities. You just teleport from city to city. Like, I like exploring routes and caves and catching dozens of wild guys. Like if Coliseum had that part of the game, like, it'd probably be a lot better. It'd be too different. I think it also shows you how difficult it can be to make a Pokemon game without the gym challenge. Because I think just doing an evil team story, which is what Coliseum did, isn't good. Also, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna play an ad. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right. Well, Saffron, chill. Oh my god, she booked it. All right, I'll be right back. This cutscene is too long. Something positive about BDSP? That's easy. BDSP's Grand Underground is a great addition to the game for team building. You can build so many more Pokemon, and that's one of the main flaws. I have to increase the counter. That's one of the main flaws of Diamond and Pearl, is that the team building in that game is so limited. And the Grand Underground just fixes it right up. You can catch dozens of unique Pokemon in it way before you normally would. Is BDSP worth it? If you've not played Gen 4, it's a fine way to experience Sinnoh. Lack of fire types? What are you talking about? You can catch Houndoom in the fucking underground in Diamond and Pearl. You can catch Houndoom, you can catch a few different things. You'll stick with Platinum. I think it's about as good as Platinum is. I guess if you're interested in the post game, you can stick to Platinum, which has the Frontier. But if you want to do the Frontier, really stick to Heart Gold Soul Silver. You can use legendary. You can use Legends Arceus or BDSP. Or CXP share. I don't care about that. I found 11 minimum speed. Have I ever done an escape room? No. Yeah, after I catch Ursaluna, I'm gonna finish the Kitakami decks because I want the raid charm. It's called like the Glimmering Charm or something. I don't know what it's actually called, but it just like increases the amount of Terra Shards you get by a lot. Do you play ROM hacks often? No. It's not a flat amount. The amount of shards you get is increased by the raid star amount. It is not like a flat plus. Like, it's almost like exponential. Like 5-star raids would give you more Terra Shards than a 4-star raid. Normally. But the charm also changes how many it gives you based on what type of raid you're doing. 4 and below are not useless. It definitely increases it by some amount. It's 4. 4 is not useless. Because when you're doing actual Terra Raid shard farming, if you're not farming via a Blisy event, you're going to be having to use Terra Raid sandwich powers in addition to the Glimmering Charm. And so you're going to have to be doing 3 and 4-star raids. And so that's going to help a lot, getting an extra 4 every time. So it is not useless. What's up, Tabia? How you doing? Say just do 3 5-star Terrors and you're good to go for a Terra charge. For Terra change. No. So like the reason doing just 5-star raids is not going to be good is because you can't tell what the fucking raid star level is from the map. So basically, if you're only aiming for 5-star raids, what you're going to be doing is wasting a ton of time by going to a raid, talking to it to see if it's 5-star. If it's not 5-star, go to the next one and do that until you find a 5-star one. And then once you've exhausted all your 5 stars, you have to date skip to respawn all the thingies. Like, you're not going to know until you check it. So it's going to just be more efficient to eat a sandwich with the raid power level 2 that you want, and then just do every raid on the map. Especially because 6-star raids are not particularly efficient to do. A lot of the time they take too long. Like, spending the amount of time to do a 6-star raid is just not going to be worth it. I mean, right now, without the charm, you get 50 per hour. Well, you shouldn't be Terra shard farming with online play. No way. Don't do that. I'm looking up what the Glimmering Charm actually does. It doesn't tell you. It's not telling you. It just says increases the amount. Very cool. You guys are telling me what it is, but I just don't trust any of you because so many people say things with insane confidence levels and they're just wrong. I trust Easy Peasy. Easy Peasy is like a programmer who knows what he's doing. But like random people just come in and say shit. I don't trust you. Helps that Austin John strat took off. Austin John has never come up with a strategy in his life. He took it from somebody else. That guy's a thief. Well, the one he did in a video, I mean. Yeah, you're crediting him when he doesn't deserve it. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Dang. He does deserve the credit. Nope, he deserves no credit. He's a piece of shit. Actually, I'm gonna ban you because you defended him remotely. So goodbye. On Cerebi it says, listen, I like Cerebi, but he rushes info out. So you gotta be careful. Plus 2 for 3-star, plus 5 for 4-star, plus 10. I mean, 3-star raids are also so fast that it's not worth it to do them. You know what I mean? Like if you roll up to a 3-star raid, it literally will take you 3 seconds to do it. You just hit A once and the Pokemon faints instantly. Well, like if, like I said, like I said, if the map told you what raid level it was, then it would be fine to only aim for specific specific raid levels. But because you can't do that, like the travel time in this game is not quick. Like you're gonna waste a lot of time going to places. So that's why I always think it's worth it to just do whatever raid you have. It's not a zombie bear. This is an Ursaluna who put on the stone mask and gave up its Pokemanity. It tried to ascend Pokemanity by putting on the stone mask. So technically the bear's a vampire is what I would say. Yeah, his stepbrother is regular Ursaluna. No. What would his adoptive brother be? What would his adoptive brother be? Who is like the counterpart to Ursaluna? Goro? I don't know about that one. Jonathan doesn't come off as a dark type to me. Golden Joe. I guess just because Joe's in the name, I'll accept Golden Joe. It's literally Pangoro. Does Blood Moon Ursaluna even have a gender? I haven't even noticed. How do you not check to see if Flash is on? Oh, Perrin? Dude, you said that and I'm like, are you talking about me? What did I do? But I realize like I am paying so little attention to the cutscene. Like I don't even remember what's happening. I've seen it 316 times. You know what I mean? It's like the cutscene is glazed over in my mind. Literally, Grass, you're getting very rude. You need to fucking chill out if you want to keep hanging out in chat. Like, you argue so much with random people and came in just to insult Bugsy. I don't think the cutscene's bad. It's just I'm just glazed to it. I have no idea what size it is. Anubov. They're like people can. By the way, Perrin isn't a person. She's made up. Perrin doesn't exist. Some human wrote her to make a mistake on purpose. Wow, you don't handle people who disagree with you very well. One dude defended a YouTuber and you banned him. You're so cool. Guess what happens every time I click the ban button? Yeah, I'm gonna click it on you now, Deep Thought. Some good dopamine, dude. I don't have to handle people disagreeing with me. You attract some funny people in these streams. I don't know, man. Because Azumarill is only one speed. Azumarill is one speed faster than the Ursaluna speed that I want. So if Ursaluna attacks first, then it's too fast. You didn't walk into anything. You walked into me resetting for an Ursaluna, I guess. I banned 2 people. I've banned so many people before. Listen, a lot of people think it's like deeper than this, but like the reality is, like, I think I just use the internet different than other people. If I see someone that mildly annoys me or I do not like them, I will instantly ban and block them. So like if I'm on Twitter and I see an account that I don't like, I'll just block the account instantly without thinking about it. And so I'll do the same on stream, where if someone annoys me, pretty much, I'll just insta ban. Because it's like, I just don't want you here. Like, I'm literally just curating the people I want around me because I have the ability to do that. And so it's like, if you think it's like very offensive or etc., like for me to ban people from my chat randomly, like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it to you. I just get out. It's easy. It's not it's often not worth my like energy to sit there and think about like to sit and talk with people about like things that I'm like. It is difficult for me to not argue with people, like to not sit there and like argue my point and view a chat or a person in good faith. So it's just healthier for me to insta just ban them. I will debate things that are like more normal, I guess, if that makes sense. Seems a bit extreme. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, at risk of getting banned. I'm removing the comment. Just don't talk about it again, man. I just don't want to talk about it. You're lucky I didn't ban you, but I've seen you in chat before and you're pretty normal, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna ban you. But it's just like, just drop it, dog. Like, why you gotta bring it up? I've talked about it many times before. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm sick of it. It's just very exhausting and it's very negative subject, so I don't want to keep talking about it. It's pretty much that simple. I've gotten 11 min speeds. That doesn't matter, because people will see people get upset about stuff and then their goal becomes to like trigger you or whatever, or to like get you more upset because it's funny. It's like, just chill. That's another reason I do very easy bans, because it prevents me from engaging with that. Well, Blisy doesn't get Wish anymore. They fucking deleted transfer moves. I'm actually so surprised they even... I'm so surprised they even kept transfer moves. I'm surprised they even kept transfer moves in Gen 8. Like, I'm surprised they didn't retroactively remove them from Sword and Shield. It's very strange to me. So we got Spinarak but no Ladybug. Dude, Ladybug and a rat, oh man, what the fuck is that guy's? Spinarak, Ariados. Lady and Ariados. Cannot believe there have been no buffs to these things. Ursa in another language. Ursa means bear in Latin, I think. You'd have to check last stream. I did a bunch of damage calcs last stream, like live when I got the 4 attack, to see if it ever made a difference, and it occasionally does. Oh, we have a run. It's run time, baby. Zero attack speed finally. We're getting lucky. We have a lot of runs today. Dude, I really hate how she has to do this animation twice, because I hit like I covered both. Basically, like, her little cutscene there's an HP threshold for when they happen, and if you cover both of them in one hit, she just does both animations back to back instantly instead of skipping the first one. It's so funny. Well, we don't know what the attack is yet. $109. Nope. 109 is very low, but it's too high. There's like a 7 or something. It's literally 9, yeah. 12 min speeds. Whew. It's close. It's close. That's how it goes, though. That's how the resetting business goes. That's the closest I've been today. That was a 9 attack. Well, I don't really think they did anything to make competitive Pokemon easier in this patch, did they? They didn't. Terra Charm, I guess. Yeah, I guess Terra Charm's it. Reset Mochi is not a small step because they had the reset. They had a reset mechanic in Gen 8 that was very good, and they just didn't include it in this game. And I have played fresh. Fresh start mochis are clearly not common because I've played normal mode several times and not gotten any of them. Dude, there's been an EV reset mechanic since Gen 6. Gen 6 had the bags in the super training. Gen 7 had Pokepelago. Then Gen 8 we had the Lady Clear in the Isle of Armor, and then this one re-added it via mochis, and mochis are clearly not common. I was talking about the context of this game, not overall. Well, I'd never really talk about just within the context of that game. I pretty much always talk about overall. I would say the only change they did in Gen 9 that existed to make easier was level 50. Well, no, it was mostly the buying, being able to buy bottle caps and make them a common item is good. Same with mints. And then on top of that, the level 50 instead of level 100 for hyper training. The bags are pure RNG to get, yes, but so are the mochi. Oh, purchasable PP ups is another big one, yeah. Bottle caps were usable at level 100 in Gen 7 and 8. Money grinding sucks ass in Scarlet and Violet unless you have a turbo controller. If you have a turbo controller, it's not a big deal at all. It doesn't matter. Genderless Pokemon does pass ball with a Ditto. Yeah, it'll never use Ditto's ball. It'll always use whatever the Pokemon, the genderless Pokemon is. Hey, breeding in this game? Yes, sir. It sucks ass. It's really bad. Really preferred Swish rewarding you for shiny hunt. What are you talking about, Glaze? How did it reward you for shiny hunting? What are you talking about? This is 2 1 out of 32 rolls and a 1 out of 5 roll. No, it's 2 1 out of 16 rolls and 1 out of 5 roll. Is what it is. It's 1 out of 16 because the stats can be either 0 or 1. And it's a 1 in 5 to determine where the 3 perfect IVs end up. My Azumarill speed is what I'm using to check. Yeah, it is literally more of a hindrance now. The 3 perfect IVs is just unhelpful. Yeah, but then why would you pay for home? That's why they took the GTS out of these games, is to encourage people to use home instead. It's so cringe. Ugh. Well, bottle caps were basically not useful until Gen 8, if you ask me. They're so rare in Gen 7, and it's so hard to get your Pokemon to level 100 that I don't even really think they're particularly useful. It's not about being better or not, it's about them removing a feature from the game. Ugh. No, there's at least 3 ways to get bottle caps in Gen 7. You can get bottle caps from fishing in Gen 7. You can get them from the Pokepelago, and you can get them from the lottery in the plaza, whatever it's called, Festival Plaza. You can get them there. Those are the 3 ways I know off the top of my head that you can get them. Did you like Megas? Yeah, I love Megas. I miss them. From fishing? Yeah, you can get both regular and gold bottle caps from fishing. You could have a gimmick off in the future, like Megas versus Dynamax versus Z-moves? What are you talking about? Like, what does a gimmick off mean? I mean, Megas are the best one. And I don't even count them as a gimmick, really. Like, is this for educational content and isn't how long this would take? If you need one, I'll send you one. I mean, I want to do it myself. Like, I just want to play the game. I don't really understand. Oh, I hate Dynamax. Dynamax is ass. Or do you mean, if you're suggesting, like, which one will win in a battle, then yeah, Dynamax is gonna win. That shit's crazy. No, I think Dynamax is also bad for doubles. It's just less bad than it was for singles. Like, Dynamax was blatantly OP for singles and was just like insanely annoying for doubles instead of the most broken thing ever. But it's pretty broken. Ugh. The reason I don't really count Megas as a gimmick is because they're just like, they're basically, to me, they're just new Pokemon. They're just new Pokemon, and they're not something that get hidden at team preview, really. Like, I don't know. You're very rarely going to be running 2 mega potential Pokemon on a team, and a lot of the time, if you are, only one of them is gonna mega, basically. And it's like, it's also usually very obvious. Like, if someone has a Garchomp and a Lopunny on a team in Gen 7, guess who's mega evolving? Who do you think's mega evolving? Do you think Garchomp's mega evolving if the person brought a Lopunny? Like, of course it's not gonna be Garchomp, you're mega evolving, duh. It's like the format evolve around them, but that's because they like, they just made Mega Kanga OP. They didn't, like, Dynamax conceptually isn't poor because they fucked up the balance on Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's like, you blame Mega Kangaskhan, don't blame Mega Evolutions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I really think their big blunder with Megas was giving Megas to Pokemon who don't necessarily need it. But a lot of people talk like... it was so dumb for Metagross to get a Mega. Like, when was the last time regular ass Metagross was good? Like... You know, Metagross, like, Metagross has never been horrible, but since Gen 6, it's been kind of weak. Like, it kind of needed the Mega. Same with Salamence. It's not like Salamence is a particularly powerful Pokemon. It really depends on the format that Salamence is in, but usually Salamence, it's not great. I would say their big fuck up is Garchomp didn't need a Mega, but Garchomp's Mega didn't make it better anyway. I guess I just boggers say, how'd you get an entire type nerf? What are you talking about? What did Aegislash get nerfed? What are you talking about? Yeah, Aegislash got a BS. No, no. You blame the steel nerf on Aegislash. It became non-resistant to Ghost Dark. Yeah, that's when Aegislash was introduced. But that was because of fairy types, not Aegislash. They wanted to balance steel types because they gave it 2 things, so they took 2 things away. Right? They took 2 resistances away, gave it a new resist, and gave it an offensive utility. Ugh. Yeah, Ghost feels like it has no resists these days, Bugsy. It feels like a... yeah, I don't know. Ghost is just a very spammable type right now because of that. You change your min speed to 12, what happened to the 11? What are you talking about? I found another minimum speed. Yeah, I don't know why the pursuit's gone. So sad. Maybe it's because they wanted ghosts to never be trapped. Because they made it so that ghost type Pokemon were immune from all trapping moves. But maybe they couldn't make it immune. They couldn't make them immune to pursuit, so they just hit delete. Yummy. We had any more baby Pokemon introduced? Since Gen 4? I don't think so. No, they're talking about like adding a new a baby Pokemon is the context of adding a Prevo to a Pokemon that didn't used to have a Prevo, is what they're talking about. So like, yeah, we haven't had any new Prevos, yeah. So Shadow Renegade, how you doing? They might have removed that mechanic from Baby Pokemon Super Turbo Pop. I don't think I'm not 100% sure, but I think that mechanic is gone. No, I guess they still have no eggs discovered as the egg group. Yeah, Toxel's the most recent baby Pokemon. But other than Toxel, Other than Toxel, the last time a baby Pokemon was introduced was Gen 4. So Toxel does count as a baby Pokemon because it's no egg found group. I thought they removed that mechanic because they removed the incenses. They removed the incense requirement from a lot of babies, but I guess I thought that also meant they removed the no breeding thing, but they didn't. No, I think Noggin and Dells doesn't count because Noggin and Dell can't breed either. Wait, can Noggin and Dell breed actually? It doesn't have a fucking Prevo. No. It's no eggs discovered, so it can't breed. Oh, they don't do that a lot. They actually, like, don't do that almost ever. Who else has an evolution but can't breed at all? Does that even fucking exist? Cosmog, yes. Another Gen 7 Pokemon. Oh yeah, Nidoqueen can't breed either. That's right. That's very weird. No, Manaphy can breed. Manaphy can breed, but the egg it produces doesn't evolve into it. It's almost like the opposite of the problem I'm talking about. Wait, Shedinja can't breed? I didn't know that. Type Null doesn't have an Evo. Oh, it does. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot because Silvali's the same as Type Null. Will Aegislash ever come back? It was just in Sword and Shield. Silvally is just Type Null without a hat. Oh, or Shifu as well. Yeah, they do this a lot actually. They do this more than I thought. My point was someone goes, will Aegislash ever return? Like, bitch, shut up. It was just in the game. What do you mean, will it ever return? It was just here. Oh. What's up, X-Stark? How you doing? I suspect they're in a permanent state of moving on, Jader. The gimmicks seem to be about toy selling. You know? Like, they always sell the accessory for the thing that lets you terrastalize or whatever. You know? Like in Gen 6, they sold the Mega Band. In Gen 8, in Gen 7, they sold the toy for the bracelet for Z-Moves. In Gen 8, they sold the toy for the Dynamax Band. And this one, they're going to sell the toy for the Terra Orb. Although the theory might be over because I don't think they have a Terra Orb toy. So. Oh no, they do. Never mind. I'm looking at it right now. So yeah, it's a toy thing. It's basically like a cross-promotional toy. And it makes it easier for competitive Pokemon to be kept fresh. But I honestly don't think they're doing it with a competitive Pokemon in mind. What the fuck did she just... What is this? Oh, tasty, I see. I didn't realize what this was. It was very tiny. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know the game is not where all their revenue comes from. I bet you cards count as toys, but they probably separate it. I think each region also having a different gimmick is an easy way for them to like distinguish a region easily, if that makes sense. Ugh, my hair is annoying me. I must put it up. I don't really know that terrestrializing is that interesting to me. I think terrestrializing is much more interesting when it's used defensively. But like telling me that like offensive terrestrialization is like sometimes it can be interesting, but like, are you gonna really tell me Urshifu Terra Watering is a very interesting Terra, like, or that Urshifu Terra Watering is meaningfully different than Dynamaxing? Like, it's just a brute force button when a Pokemon like that is using it, you know? Now I think that like defensive terras are the most interesting. Like the problem is offensive terras like Urshifu's are also necessarily defensive. Like Urshifu Terras into a water type, that doesn't just make its attacks more stronger, the attack it wants to click the most anyway. It also removes an insanely critical weakness to it that it has, you know? Like that's an important weakness that it's getting rid of. I have to go to the bathroom really quick. I'll answer the what would I add as a gimmick. If I had to make a gimmick, what would the gimmick be? Okay, I have like an interesting one. This could be very toxic, but the gimmick would be that you activate it and your Pokemon can swap to any of its other abilities. It doesn't get two abilities, it just switches to either its other ability or its hidden ability. Obviously, they would have to make sure every Pokemon has an extra ability for this to work. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. I don't think Battle Bond would work. Battle Bond's like a unique case. Battle Bond's a weird Pokemon. It's basically a different Pokemon. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it, Yerbil? I think you could have some interesting combos if you're doing that, right? It doesn't transform into Ash. No, Battle Bond is still an ability. It just, the ability is, it was nerfed, basically. I still call Battle Bond Greninja because it is a Greninja with Battle Bond. The form's name was Ash Greninja. I don't think there is Wolfbeat. What do you think about a doubles only single player? Not good. The problem is, you know, a lot of people like to talk about double battles, blah, blah, blah. Double battles would kind of make the pace of single player a bit slower. So, I don't know. Nerf to extinction? No, I mean, in singles anyway, Battle Bond Greninja is the best Greninja, I think. I'm pretty sure Battle Bond is the reason Greninja is able to be OU. It's like definitely by far the best moveset. I actually think they should be tiering Greninja differently anyway. Like, I bet you if they tiered Battle Bond Greninja separately from standard Greninja, Battle Bond stays OU and the Protean Torrent variants drop to UU. I guarantee you that. I don't think Protein's like fully unusable or anything like that, but what does OU and UU mean? They're the Smogon metagames, which are unofficial fan metagames that focus on playing the games like it's played in the games, basically, like 6v6 singles. OU is the normal standard metagame. It means overused. UU is the tier below it, where all Pokemon in overuse are banned. It allows you to have multiple different metagames with diversity. I think the naming scheme probably needs to be changed at this point because a lot of new people who aren't familiar with it don't understand what they mean. Dude, I hope they don't receive any ability changes. I've actually low-key been afraid for a long time that they're going to take Sheer Force away from Feraligatr and give it like something shit like Strong Jaw. So many starters came out. You know they're fucking deleted. Then they're like not using the name starter Pokemon anymore. The official term for a starter Pokemon is your first partner Pokemon. That is the official terminology for it. First partner Pokemon. That's the official term for it. It's insanely cumbersome. Starter was such a good name. Why didn't they keep that shit? It's so strange. I guess technically it's slightly more descriptive, but I think starter was pretty descriptive to begin with. Yeah, I think it's totally valid to not want to change that shit. I'm just talking to you that they've changed the official name for it. Not that I think I think you should be using it, because I'm probably never going to call it first partner Pokemon. Maybe like 4 years from now, when all the new players come in and people are calling it first partner Pokemon everywhere, I'll end up switching. Just like I did with Arceus at Rayquaza, where I eventually switched to the official pronunciation. Just sort of out of like time. Like more people were saying it, so I ended up switching. FPP, it's so funny. Wait, SP isn't RC. What the heck are you saying to me? Wait, SP it isn't RC. You gotta retry that one, Cab. I'm sorry, buddy. I know it's a typo, but it's a big one. That's a big. Usually I can understand what people are saying through typos, because my mother is like incapable of texting like or talking like at all. Like her texts are almost illegible. It's like a different language, so usually I'm able to tell. But so it isn't Arceus? No. Isn't it pronounced Arceus in the Jewel of Life movie? I don't think it is pronounced Arceus in the Jewel of Life movie, but it doesn't matter. The anime gets the pronunciations wrong all the time from whatever the official guide is. Arceus is made up. They made that one. People just lied and said that shit was real. It's not real. Anyway, there is a trailer. First of all, no one is fucking wrong for saying it however they want, because there is official media of it being pronounced Arceus, which is in Pokemon Battle Revolution. It's pronounced Arceus, and then it's also pronounced Arceus in a Jewel of Life trailer. Eventually, it was switched to Arceus, probably just to prevent it from sounding like arse. Funny word that sounds like butt. And so it's not like it's like people were exposed to Arceus because of PBR. But they eventually changed it to Arceus, which is fine, whatever. I just say Arceus. It doesn't mean, I don't care. I don't even really think it's wrong to say Arceus. I just say Arceus. Because of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Dude, it's so funny. I didn't even know about Pabst Blue Ribbon because I have eternally for my entire life used PBR for Pokemon Battle Revolution. And as I've gotten older, people are like, Pabst Blue Ribbon? I'm like, no, Pokemon Battle Revolution. What the fuck, bro? We used to play PBR when we were teenagers. Come on. Hello, Victor. The real pronunciation that fucks you up is Aegislash? I say Aegislash. I don't know. Yeah, but the Japanese pronunciation is not the English pronunciation import. Yeah, I'm using my King Kong Pro 2. What's my stance on triple battle? I don't know. I never really did them. I guess the real stance on like triples is like, I just wish they didn't remove features. Like, that's really my true stance. Like, did I enjoy rotation battles or triple battles? No, I didn't. I never really did them. But do I wish they kept them? Like, yeah, I do. Well, Sky Battles were like not even really like a real thing. Could you select Sky Battle in multiplayer? It's like an inverse battle thing, right? Where you can only use Sky Pokemon. Inverse was a fan meta people played on simulator. No, I know it's a fan meta people played, but I'm saying inverse battles were really in the game, but they were only in single player. Same with Sky Battles. Like, just because people played inverse on Showdown doesn't mean it's not only single player. My Azumarill speed stat is 1 over the speed stat that I want. Yeah, if Blood Moon goes first, it's too fast. So it resets right away. Low attack prevents damaging from foul play and hitting yourself in confusion. Or it lowers the amount of damage, basically. I don't know. Battle Spot singles is like the worst format I've ever heard of. I would never play it. Such a miserable format. Ugh. Yes, zero attack makes a Pokemon heal less from Strength Sap. That's true, Kyle. Ursaluna's attack will be pretty low with it. I don't know how common Strength Sap is, but it is definitely something to consider because it's like, you know, it's not like Confusion and Foul Play are the most common things ever. In Series 1, Arboliva wasn't uncommon with Strength Sap, I know. I don't know who runs it now. I have not played any Reg E. Did Braille guys say it right? I don't think so. Sinistcha? Oh, does Sinistcha have it? It would make sense if it had it. The T does. It makes sense. Makes sense. This checks out. Alright, we have to listen to, after this reset, we're gonna listen to Tiny Hut to feel better about ourselves. Grandma gets it. I just don't think it was running it. Right?
I'm gonna need everybody to find their closest party wizard.
Is Tiny Hut public? Yeah.
It's gonna be a cold.
It's on Jeff's SoundCloud.
Night. I'm going for a long travel.
Long travel.
And if they got the scroll, or they're
at least level 5.
Let me tell you about a spell called Leoman's Tiny Hut. We got a song for Leoman's Tiny Hut. It goes a little something like this. 3, 4. We're sleeping in a tiny hut.
Feeling a little creatively stifled at the moment because Torn plus Heart Flame, Ogre Pawns everywhere. Yeah. See, Grassy Glide really is back. Yeah, but they like very much nerfed Grassy Glide, no? Wow, they've really nerfed it. It went from 70 to 55. Damn. Yeah, I mean, priority will always have a niche. We're sleeping in a tiny hut. I would argue that Shell Smash is like barely a buff for that thing. It's still ass. We're sleeping in a tiny hut. So true, but it's funny. That's true. We'll do Tiny Hut once more. We'll do one more Tiny Hut.
Everybody to find their closest party wizard. It's gonna be a cold, stormy night.
Cold, stormy night.
Going for a long travel.
Long travel.
If they got the scroll, well, they're at least level 5. Let me tell you about a spell called Leoman's Tiny Hut. We got a song for Leoman's Tiny Hut. It goes a little something like this. 3.
Everyone, you get the odds. It's 0 speed. What? Raymond? I don't understand. What are the stats for upgrade to Azumarill's health if it's 0 in speed? Azumarill needs to have a... If you want only 0 speed, Azumarill needs 78. But if you want 0 or 1, which is what I want, Azumarill needs 79. Yeah, it's shiny locked, wolf beat. It's a 140 once the min speed is confirmed. Yes, I've been told that before. Kind of like they're all shiny locks, so we don't need to reset for everything. Uh-oh. So we don't need to reset for everything. Uh-oh, Bugsy. What am I doing, though? Oops. What's the fucking noise from Home Improvement? Oh. Alright, we'll go to some other Jeff songs. I go to Jeff music when I'm cursed.
Find their closest party wizard. It's gonna be a cold storm.
Where's Imagine? I love Imagine. I'm also gonna reset for Monkey Dory because Monkey Dory needs a 0 attack, but that shouldn't be very hard. He was very good.
Took some apple acid, now I'm acting goofy. Lips looking loopy like I'm Captain Luffy. Got a chip on my shoulder with a stick, that's spooky. Staring down a fire type boy still shoot. When he gripped the grain, he gon' crit your brain. Certified sniper by the way he took aim. But when he level up, boy, he switching lanes. From the streets to the beats, now he chasing fame. While we was making plays, you were digging in the duo. Burning out watts like you playing the slots. I got 50 different ways to hit you with a 2-0. It's a one-hit KO. Serve it with some mayo. Call my strategies cheese, all that you like. Real G.
Understanding for 0 speed, but if he has 4 attack, would there be any real detrimental difference? I mean, I did a bunch of damage calcs. There is difference. I mean, it's not a big difference, but I wanted to go for one where there was no difference. Yeah, Jeff makes very good music. Here, have you not heard Skilled Fox Slayer?
Alright, here we go. We're gonna do one more time. Alright. Fucking Super Smash Brothers Melee in the booth, dog. It's easy. It's easy not to.
Oh, is that a run? But did he attack? I didn't see. Am I drunk? Did he calm mind? I wasn't paying attention. I guess I'll see soon. Yeah, he calm minded. Wait, have I made Skilled Fox Slayer? Yeah, this is him. I love Skilled Fox Slayer.
Royal player, the Skilled Fox Slayer. The list says FT, don't listen to the haters. I don't need a tipper, cause I got a sweet spot on the hilt to my tilts. Everybody getting killed, yeah. Nothing sicker than
Yo, what's up? What's up, Bailey? Every time you stop by the stream, I go into degen mode and I listen to Skilled Fox Slayer. I go to the Jeff music when I'm needing comfort. How you doing, buddy? Yo, Shadowbat, welcome to Chansey. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, dog. Everybody pog for Shadowbat for becoming a channel member. Thank you.
Cause I'm out here spreading burns like Seth Lund. I eat spaceys for breakfast and floaties for dinner with Lunchables. Tech skill, the pivots will kill ya. My chain grab is ruthless. My jab leave you toothless. My double let's dance cover. Let's camp it cancer. Pull your pants up, find an answer. Or you just might get full stocked on camera. Bamboozled by a web pool noodle. Don't be a sore loser.
Web pool noodle.
Roy player, the skill fox slayer. The list says F tier, don't listen to the haters. I don't need a tipper, cause I got a sweet spot on the hilt of my tilts. Everybody getting killed, yeah. Nothing sicker than my F smash stocks, fucking melt. Dipping, nugging with my dash dance, grab down tilt. My punish game, it might rely on Rees, but everybody getting hype when the boy on stream.
Alright, we'll go back to my stream playlist now.
Thanks for the donation.
Yeah, I know he wields it, but trust me, I've played a ton of Melee in my day. And I still do. I used to play Melee, and I still do, too. Where is... Need to find, fucking... I'll just go to my stream playlist. I haven't listened to it today yet. Stream music instead of the Glitch City stuff. Melee Man, Falco, Young Link. Dude, one of my, fondest memories is when I was playing... is with my friend Pete. We stayed up all night playing. Literally, we must have stayed awake for literally 18 hours playing. Was it event match like 30? Oh, it's like 38 or something. It's called Lethal Marathon. Trying to get records on it. It's event match 33. That's what it is. Lethal Marathon. Do you think Como will be good without a Z move to boost? He's had a signature move. He has a new signature move. Called I don't know what it's called. It's like Clangorous. I think it's just Clangorous Soul, because the Z move is Clangorous Soul Blaze. It cuts his HP by a third, gives him an Omni boost, and it works with Throat Spray. No, Clangorous Soul is the one I'm thinking of, not Clanging Scale. He's had it since Gen 8. Nope. Clangorous Soul Blaze was the Z move. Clangorous Soul is the regular move. Later, Cab. Observe. Clangorous Soul. This is not a Z move. It's only in Sword and Shield. They gave it to him because he wouldn't have a Z move. It's a nerfed version of the Z move that doesn't do damage. And it cuts your HP. They wanted it to keep a signature move, I guess. I imagine if they ever put back in Ultra Necrozma into the game, if they ever put Ultra Necrozma back into the game, they'll give it a different way to transform and a signature, like a variant of light that burns the sky or something. Ultra Necrozma is just deleted. I said if Ultra Necrozma ever comes back. Dude, Light That Burns the Sky is such a cool name for an attack. How do you not keep an attack in that's called the Light That Burns the Sky? I love how Como gets an Omni boost for 33% of its health, but Veluza has to sack half its HP to get a worse version of Shell Smash. Damn. You're right. But Veluza isn't a pseudo, so it could go fuck itself. I have a shiny Veluza courtesy of my cousin. You've had 2 shiny Veluza in Casserole Lake. Nice. Why was a Cell not rock not on every Lichen rock? Yeah, for some reason they decided that Dayform Lichen rock gets a good signature move, and it's a unique move. It's brand new. And then Nightform Lichen Rock gets, I don't know, counter. And then after it gets counter, they give both counter and a Cell Rock to the other Lichen Rock form. Because he gets both of the signature moves midday. Making a third form of Lichen Rock exclusive to the Ultra games is very strange, but whatever. Very cool, Locray. Is Midday still available? It's in Scarlet and Violet, yeah. I don't know if you can get own tempo Rockruffs, but you can find Midday in the wild for sure. Night Lichen Rock is such a tragedy. Yeah, it sucks ass. Via ability patch? I don't think that's how it works. It's not, it's hidden ability. Hold on. I don't think Own Tempo is its hidden ability. It's just another ability that it has. Yeah, it's like Ashgran, yeah. I've been watching your videos and they inspire me to get back into Pokemon VGC. Nice! Well, thank you for the channel membership, Shadowbat. I appreciate it. You can breed on tempo. Yeah. If you just catch the midday form, breed it down. That makes sense. Galar Zapdos is so cool. I agree, I like it. Oh, it's almost 3. Holy shamoly. The song isn't doing it for me. I actually really like this song too. Sonic Adventure 1, yeah. Dude, all the fucking Sonic Adventure enjoyers come out when these 3 songs come on. Sonic is peak gaming. We'll agree to disagree there. I do think the music is good though. Have you played and do you like Final Fantasy? Certain ones. I've not played every single game. I've played 6, 10, and 10-2, and I like 6 and 10. Two's battle mechanics are fine, but the plot's really bad. Like, the plot is insanely dog shit in 10-2. EVs are just max HP, max attack. Have I played Persona? Nope, never. Yo, Richigo, welcome to Happy. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. The voice acting in FFX is hilarious. I think it's pretty much good voice acting. Yeah, Azumarill has a 0 in speed and it's level 74.
Thanks for the donation.
Well, thank you very much, Richigo. I appreciate it. Now you have access to fun emotes, videos a few days early, etc. It cannot be shiny, Sam. What are your thoughts on a good rain team? What do you mean? Like, you want me to make a good rain team right now? Yeah, I'll probably hunt Monkey Dory. Zero attack, 0 speed. YBK. Pelipper or Toad? I think Pelipper is generally a more splashable, usable mon. And in singles, I can't imagine Toad is going to be used almost ever. But in doubles, Toad has a niche over Pelly in a few different circumstances. Like it gets Perish Song. So if you want like a Rain plus Perish archetype, you can run that. Yeah, Prankster Tornadus is probably even a better rain setter. Toad gets Helping Hand, Encore, Perish Song are all things that are useful over Pelipper. Yeah, Hypnosis. I suspect it's not running Helping Hand. Personally. Yo, thank you for the 27 Canadian buckaroos, Pyro Pitbull. I really appreciate it. Everybody pog Pyro Pitbull. Thank you very much. You hope I get it soon. Yeah, I fucking do too, brother. I do too. Sorry, I keep saying brother because I watched we've been watching so much One Piece and Frankie calls everyone brother, and so I've just been saying it. Be like, brother. And so it just melded into my vocabulary. No, Rotom is method J. It's not gender neutral. I just keep saying it. Excuse me. The easy way to think about the methods in Gen 4 is that
Thanks for the donation.
The easy way to think about the methods in Gen 4 is that in the only method 1 Pokemon are roaming Pokemon and gift Pokemon that are given to you by other NPCs. So in Platinum it's going to be the 3 legendary birds, Cresselia, and Mesprit, and then any gift Pokemon like Togepi from Cynthia, your starter, reviving a fossil. Static encounters are all method J though. That's the best way to think of it. It's a Sonic adventure. It's called Windy Hill. Except Giratina. I'm pretty sure Giratina is method J. I do not think Giratina is method 1. Happy Tuesday, cracks. That's correct, the good O. I would actually encourage you to not RNG it from Steven. It's kind of annoying to do. Just do the Elite Four defeat. How many resets we get into today? I don't know. I never really have a desire to stop at a specific reset mark. I am burning out a little bit though, but we'll keep going for a little bit longer. Ideally, we get one more run in today. I will just be continually streaming this until I get it for sure. In a video, you mentioned you didn't go to college for computer science, but you have developed a lot of skills. What was your original major? It's not that it... my first major was for history, but then I swapped to baking. The speed is 77, 78. Yeah, I made my Azumarill 79 speed. Cairo Shiro. So is any zero tech zero spirit still just now sus in tournaments because this is untenable? I would say it's not sus. There's a chance they're just an idiot like me and did it or got it from someone else. I've taken no classes for any computer science stuff at all. By 79 over 78? If my Azumarill is 78, then it's only outspeeding 77s. Zero and 1 are the same at level 50, assuming the stat is uninvested. So I don't need it to be 0, I just need it to be 1 or 0. It's the easiest RNG to do to get into RNG, but I've spent at an hour's on Sweet Scent Leaf Green. I've been getting tilted. I don't know. Easiest is subjective. What trouble are you having on Leaf Green? In any case, I would say I would say you can start in any game you want to get a shiny or a good Pokemon in. I think the only game I would recommend avoiding as your starting point is probably Gen 6. And even then, if you're determined, you can do it. I don't think Gen 6 is particularly hard. I just think it's very tedious and not fun. And you can get any Gen 6 target you want in Gen 7. So, yeah, I would say there's no reason to start in Gen 6, really. Gen 4 is definitely not the easiest. Under no circumstance would I call Gen 4 the easiest gen. Naturemans are not in Gen 7. They were a Gen 8 edition. Yeah, Chansey's tough. I mean, what are you gonna say, you know? Dude, making Ursaluna a one-time catch is fucked up. But if it's not saved, it's still fine. There's no autosave. You can just reset it. Someone needs to do this hunt, win a tournament, and have the copy of their Blood Moon Ursaluna be giving away as an event. That's the truth, ain't it? It's going all right, Geki. Nope. Regieleki is crypto secured in Sword and Shield. It would literally be easier without guaranteed stats. Yeah, if it was no guaranteed stats, I think this would be like a 1 in 256. But the guaranteed stats make it harder. Low attack changes. Low attack makes you take less damage from the move Foul Play, which uses your own attack as the opponent hits you. And it also makes you take less damage from Confusion. And it lets you heal less. It lets the opponent heal less from Strength Sap. It'd be one. No, it'd be 2 1 out of 16s. Okay, it'd be 1 over 16 2 times in a row. A stat of 1 always also works, yeah. I'm gonna say I'm done for today, guys. But stick around. We're gonna raid my friend. If you want to watch more RNG streams. Let me add the redirect for you all. All right, yeah, we're gonna call it here. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with more resets. Hope you enjoyed, and I appreciate all the members and the donations.